Hi everybody, this is part 2 of the park video. So we're walking down the footpath heading past where the gymnasium part is, which was another thing that was added after the revamp, and we're going to walk down towards where the lake is. I'm not going to go down to the lake because well, I'm just too lazy to walk down the steps, but from the top of the steps I will zoom in so that you can see the lake. So I'm just turning to the left and you can see one of the 3 sculptures that was part of the revamp. I think it was around about 2013. My memory's hopeless for dates like that. And then over that side there's another one of the 3 sculptures that was made at the time. And then looking down there you can see the park lake. I'm going to move slightly over towards the left so that you can see the weeping willow tree in the centre a bit better. So just moving along and zooming in again so you can see that fabulous weeping willow and some kind of bird at the top of it. So I don't know what it is, probably a pigeon. Zooming up to see what it is. Can't make that out. So we're going to head up these steps now. The King's Road entrance. And the steps that lead up to the tennis courts. So when I was a kid it was just tennis courts, but now there's tennis courts, there's a football area, there's a skate park. There really are lots and lots and lots of things for the kids to do. I'm trying not to film where the kids are, but it's a bit difficult because there's rather a lot of them here. So we're just going to walk along past the tennis courts. We'll not go by the gymnasium, so we're just going to walk along this little path past the tennis courts. So as we come out here, back to the right hand side, you can see there's the bandstand again. And then as you come up here, there is a small display of wildlife photos, and a lot of the wildlife photos were provided by the Wallsend Wildlife Facebook group. They're quite a nice little addition to the park. And then here used to be the little kiosk where you got your putting sticks, or whatever you call them, for to play put, over behind us, which is now all the play area. And that in front is where the cafe is in the park, but obviously, like I say, it's not open today. And then we're heading back round towards the main entrance. So now this has been seen quite a few times, and I can't actually read it, but it's a poem about gardens, I believe. And as you come up here, and imagine that once upon a time, I'm going to come up to this little information board and I'm going to turn around. It's very difficult to film at the moment because obviously there's such a lot of kids around and I'm really trying not to film any. But this is where the sea pit used to be, and pretty much where the cafe and the bowling green hut, it's not a hut, building is, there was a row of houses there where people lived who worked in the pits, and this was where Sea Pit was, near where the tennis courts are. And of course the land originally was all owned by Robert Richardson Dees, and he did give the land over to be made into a public park, which hence the name. And of course it looked very, very different when it was first opened to how it looks now. It's a park I grew up using from being a child and still come here now. Obviously I'm not doing the same things, I'm not climbing trees and I'm not paddling in the stream or trying to climb over it on a fallen tree branch either. But I still come in here, still use it, it's still a very, very popular place. And I'm just going to now walk around this part. You can see all the lovely flower displays. The flower displays were there when I was a kid as well, and they're still very well looked after. There's always flowers, they always look lovely. And it really is, like I say, a lovely park. So coming down to this point, you can see North Road in the distance there, and if you get a bit closer towards the actual fence round the park, you can probably just pick out a little tiny bit of the Allen Memorial Church just through the fence and the trees there. And then over to the right is the Park House, which is somewhere I always fancied living when I was a kid. And I can remember that at the side of the park there used to be a little pond with some ducks in. And if I just come down to the edge of this path here and turn slightly, where you can see the centre, the entrance, that was where they used to be when I was a kid. That was where there always used to be a big flower display with words written on it. So that's part 2 of the park. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.